In ancient India, Buddha and his followers were journeying through a beautiful valley, surrounded by lush greenery and distant mountains. His monks, intrigued and curious, eagerly followed him, each step filled with admiration for their teacher's wisdom. One day, as they rested by a serene riverside, one of Buddha's most earnest disciples, Kumar, approached him with a question. "Master, we have heard much about the power of the subconscious mind, but we don't fully understand it. Could you teach us, perhaps through a story?" Buddha smiled gently, his gaze serene. "Indeed, Kumar. Let me share with you a story that speaks to the hidden strength within each of us." Once, Buddha began, there was a young man named Samad, a humble farmer from a nearby village. He was quiet and hardworking, but constantly plagued by self-doubt. Every day he would look at the vast lands he tended, and though he wished to expand his farm, he always feared he wasn't capable. Samad felt trapped in his life, yearning to achieve more yet held back by an invisible barrier. One day, he heard of a wise sage living in the mountains and decided to seek guidance. After a difficult journey, Samad finally reached the sage and shared his troubles. The sage listened calmly and then handed Samad a bowl filled with crystal clear water. "Look into this bowl," the sage instructed, "and focus on your wish to expand your farm." Samad, slightly puzzled, did as he was told. "I want a bountiful farm," he whispered, gazing into the water. The sage repeated the exercise every day, encouraging Samad to visualize his ideal farm in as much detail as possible: rows of golden crops, trees bearing fruit, and animals roaming freely. With each day, as Samad focused on this vision, he began to feel a quiet strength growing within him, a sense of possibility he had never felt before. Buddha paused, looking at his monks with a twinkle in his eye. "You see," he said, the sage knew that by engaging Samad's subconscious mind, he was planting a seed of belief that would grow into reality. One monk, intrigued, asked, "But how did focusing on his vision change him?" "Day by day," Buddha continued, Samad's doubts began to dissolve. He found himself taking small actions he had never dared before, clearing a new field, planting new seeds, and expanding his farm bit by bit. Without realizing it, his vision had taken root in his subconscious, driving him to act without fear. After a year, Samad returned to the sage with deep gratitude. His farm was now prosperous, and he felt a new confidence. The sage smiled and said, "You didn't need my help. The power was within you all along. The only thing stopping you was your mind's own barrier." Buddha turned to his monks and explained, "This story reveals that the subconscious mind is like a fertile field. Whatever seeds you plant, thoughts, beliefs, fears, or dreams will grow." Samad's subconscious had been filled with fear, but by focusing on his vision, he transformed it into confidence and action. One monk, filled with wonder, asked, "So, Master, how can we use this power ourselves?" Buddha smiled. "Every day, choose to visualize your highest self, like Samad visualized his ideal farm. With persistence, your subconscious mind will begin to believe it, and your actions will naturally align to make it real. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool, shaping your life in ways you may not realize." Buddha's story left a profound silence among the monks, who understood the hidden strength within them, waiting to be tapped. Inspired, they pledged to cultivate positive thoughts and actions, confident in their newfound understanding of the subconscious mind's power. And so, Buddha's lesson continued to guide his followers, showing that true change begins not in the world around us, but within the deep realms of the mind. Dear viewers, is the powerful lesson Buddha shared about unlocking the potential of the subconscious mind. Just as Samad overcame his doubts, we too can create positive change by nurturing our inner beliefs. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.